reports are coming out that are saying that Jay and Roc Nation have been tied to money laundering allegations. And that's a big contributing factor on why the casino bid was denied. If you haven't seen the video of the casino bid being denied, check this out right here. This is the day it was denied, and this is when the plan lost the bid. Check it out.
Despicable display of cowardice, lack of leadership, lack of consideration for all the people who benefit from this proposal.
So that's SL Green CEO Mark Holliday, and he's speaking about basically just giving his feelings on how he feels about them denying it. He was one of the partners, and they've spent a lot of money. If you don't understand why he would be so upset, these companies, Roc Nation, SL Green, Caesars Entertainment, they spent a lot of money lobbying, which a lot of you guys know lobbying is just a legal word, in my opinion, is legal bribery, where they spent a lot of money lobbying different people that would have a say in this. And they went to communities around, and we're going to report all this. I'm going to show you guys all the information behind this. And I'm going to show you why Jay is being tied to these money laundering allegations. The article says, Jay-Z's Roc Nation and Caesar Casino proposal faces scrutiny amid serious allegations. Jay-Z's Roc Nation put up a proposal, a $5 billion proposal with Caesar's Palace, or Caesars Entertainment, and SL Green. It says the ambitious $5 billion proposal for the casino in Times Square, backed by Jay-Z's Roc Nation, is under intense scrutiny following the serious allegations of criminal activity against Roc Nation. Critics are questioning the wisdom of Caesar Entertainment's partnership with the company now associated with claims of money laundering, racketeering, and human trafficking. Serious allegations against Jay-Z's Roc Nation are here. Recent legal filings have brought to light troubling accusations against Roc Nation, including a lawsuit by Terrence Dixon, which alleges that the company has engaged in a pattern of criminal behavior. The lawsuit details claims of money laundering and racketeering, suggesting that Roc Nation personnel coordinated financial cover-ups and laundered illicit proceeds through corporate accounts. This has raised alarms among community members and stakeholders regarding the potential implications for the proposed casino. This is interesting right here. This is really interesting. Early on, the Times Square group approached the state senator, Liz Kruger. She may have been a diehard gambling opponent. This is a quote. She said, "I voted against bingo and church basements." She said, "I don't like no gambling. I don't even like bingo and church basements," she said. But she controlled one of the 6 votes on the Times Square Community Advisory Committee, the one that was voting for this Jay-Z Roc Nation casino. In a Zoom meeting, she said the casino team asked her if she wanted to meet Jay-Z. You see that? Do you want to meet Jay-Z? They're using Jay as a puppet. I'm sorry. They're using Jay as a puppet. Like if you just want to meet Jay-Z, like it's like a low-key way of bribing somebody. Like, we can introduce you to Jay-Z, right? And this is a senator. And so they're trying to convince her to vote their way. So in a Zoom meeting, she said that the casino team asked her if she wanted to meet Jay-Z. She said in response, quote, "Why? I don't like his music particularly." And in response to that, they said to her, "You don't want to meet Jay-Z? Well, you know who he's married to, right?" So leveraging Beyonce, which is something that actually is crazy, because this is what 50 Cent constantly says about Jay and his business tactics. If you guys remember, over the last years, and obviously 50 has said this a lot, but he was on the most recent time that he said it, he was on Andrew Schultz's Flagrant podcast. And 50 Cent said this right here. He said, quote, hold up. Let me reload my back. What happened? My bad, technical difficulty. 50 Cent said, when Jay signed his contract, the big one was with Beyonce. When he signed that contract, the marriage contract, he got the trophies. Now those effing trophies came rolling in, buddy. he started getting Grammys left and right. If you look at his career, he had one, and now he got like 20. So 50 has been one of those people that have always said that Jay is the type of person that uses Beyonce husband. Criticisms that you didn't allow on Jay is like, bro, you use your marriage and your relationship as a catalyst to get you business deals. And so it seems like that's exactly what was happening with this senator. They were more so trying to bribe her with the promise of, hey, you know, Jay-Z is a big celebrity. And when that didn't work, it was like, well, she was like, I don't even like his music. I don't know this man. I don't really care nothing about him. And their response to that was, well, you know, he's married to Beyonce, right? It's like, okay. And so the article says she didn't meet Beyonce, nor did she get together with Jay-Z. Not even when Jay-Z went up to the state capitol in Albany in May. So I guess they're saying that Jay went up there to meet with her personally, trying to persuade her to vote his way. But the Times Square, according to the article, the Times Square casino crew used other ways to make their plan more convincing. They recruited former NYPD Commissioner Bill Bratton, who came up with a $78 million plan to secure the neighborhood with drones and cameras and a private security force. In my opinion, if you got to do all that, then it's probably a bad idea. You know what I mean? If I got to get drones and cameras and private security forces just to put a business here, something's wrong with that business. But I think that the security measures that the people that were voting were worried about, I think it had more to do with the money laundering stuff and those accusations. Because, like, bro, you're going to bring that level of crime here. Not petty crime, not petty theft. We're talking about you bringing cartels to New York City, Times Square? No. So I think that was a huge contributing factor.
No Times Square casino. What happened?
Well, there's a citizens advisory committee. That's the group that has to say yes or no to the casino proposals. And they said no by a vote of 4-2. And their main reason was some of the elected officials who were involved in this, they say they talked to the neighbors, people who live here, people who work in the Times Square area and other parts of Manhattan. They didn't want it.
Now, the advisory committee is elected officials. This is who the community is saying, hey, we want these people to go up there and represent our best interests. This right here is Desiree Perez. When you look at this woman right here, this is Desiree Perez. She's the CEO of Roc Nation. Very interesting story surrounding her. Her daughter has accused her or publicly accused her in a lawsuit of being tied to the cartel, to a Mexican cartel. She was pardoned by Donald Trump for being in possession of like 35 kilos. But she's the CEO of Roc Nation.
Not just $250 million, we're also giving 0.5% of the revenue of SL Green, Roc Nation, and Caesar's Palace to the community.
So you heard her say there, hey, we're going to give this much revenue to the community. That's lobbying. You basically saying, you know what? We're going to give you guys this money for y'all to chill out because y'all seem like y'all got an issue or y'all scared. We need this casino. And this is her being a part of this, is Desiree Perez being a part of Roc Nation and what Jay-Z got going on is a big reason why people are saying, and reports are coming out that there's speculation that people on the advisory committee may have felt that there was some money laundering. But this is one of the reasons why people believe the advisory committee may have had some reservations about approving a casino for Jay-Z and Roc Nation because of all those other things and the back channel things that's going on.
Who sits on these advisory boards?
So the mayor gets to pick a representative to sit on the advisory board. The governor gets to pick someone. The borough president of each borough gets to pick someone. The elected assembly member, the elected senator, and then the city council member.
Very connected
people. That's
people.
all meant to reflect a broad range of constituents, people who live and work in those neighborhoods.
So we had 8 and a half. We're down to 6.
We're down to 6 bids.
So what comes next?
Well, what comes next is the same citizens advisory committees. Each of those 6-member committees have to vote on the other bids sometime before September 30th. If they get a yes, they advance to the state gaming board, which has promised a decision on where the casino licenses go by December 1st.
So there you guys have it. That's what's going on. That's basically the legal process of what they're going through trying to get this casino passed. Now, the allegations are it's all revolving this money laundering thing that Jay got going on. And it's interesting because Jay-Z actually has lyrics ironically, or maybe not so ironically, but Jay has lyrics on a song called Smile on his last album, which was 444, where he said, "Oh, y'all thought I was washed?" Right here. Hold up. Scroll up. He said, "Oh, y'all thought I was washed? I'm at the cleaners, laundering dirty money like the Teamsters.